Hello everyone, welcome to the fucking Whack Comics. I'm here with my wanker as always, and we've fucking finally seen Spider-Man No Way Home. It's called No
No
Way Home.
way home.
And holy fucking shit.
Yeah, holy fucking shit. That's the only way to say it.
This is gonna be a heavy spoiler review. We're gonna be getting into some major spoilers. So this is your warning
Yep.
if you haven't
If you
seen.
if you don't wanna know, get out now.
Yeah, we're gonna spoil it hard because we wanna talk about it together and with you, and yeah, this is gonna be it. So
And also
this is,
don't scroll in the comments. Go ahead
yeah,
and talk about spoilers in the comments, but don't go down there if you haven't watched it.
yeah. So that's it. That's the end of the warning. Let's get into it.
Yep.
Fucking, uh, I don't even know where I want to start.
The beginning. So it
The,
starts
the
out
beginning.
literally like with the last movie. Like we
Yeah,
even get like the audio from the last movie where J. Jonah Jameson is revealing from Mysterio that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
yep,
So it's fully like a sequel.
yeah. Picking straight up. I love that as well. And like getting the video, and they're like, uh, everyone's crowding around MJ and stuff, and he goes in, swoops her up, and then go stand up on top of the bridge, and they go fucking going through the trains, and she hates web slinging.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that was great.
All that was great. Like
That
really
was
just the dialogue and connection between him and
yeah,
MJ. Like
yeah,
obviously they're together in real life, so you could feel that in the movie so much.
yeah, yeah.
But it was I don't know what to say because we're
So
gonna end up jumping around.
they didn't get into university. Is it over there or college?
Yeah,
You call it
yeah,
college in
college.
America, don't you? It's not university.
Yeah,
They didn't get into university, and it was because of Spider-Man, because they were all related to Spider-Man. So Peter wanted to everyone to he wanted to help his friends get into university. So he went to Doctor Strange and was like, "Hey, Doctor, give us a hand." And I loved that spell that he was casting. Hey, that whole scene was a heap of fun too. Like with him fucking up the spell. Like we saw some of that in the trailer, but like I thought that was going to be the whole sort of thing, but it was like a lot bigger in the movie. It was awesome.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The first like 10 minutes are
Mm,
mostly in the trailer. So
yeah,
that's a good thing because
yeah,
I feel like they left a lot of big stuff out. I still feel like the gist of the movie was given in the trailer, but we got a lot in the first 10 minutes.
yeah.
So thank God we didn't have a lot spoiled for us.
And then so straight after that we get fucking Doctor Octopus comes in with a fucking badass intro, and then fucking Green Goblin comes in as well,
Yep.
and Willem Dafoe just fucking proves himself again to be one of the best actors ever in this movie. Like
The
seriously.
CGI of Doc Ock and Green Goblin specifically, how they
Oh yeah,
de-age them,
that was crazy.
flawless.
Yeah,
Lisa, I saw it with Lisa, and she was like, "Oh my god, they just don't age." I was like, "Oh yeah, they do.
yeah,
It just looks perfect."
it really does. Yeah, it was insane. And
I
then when
so called Doc Ock pulling the suit off of Spider-Man
mm,
and like putting it on. Remember, I said that I was like, I
yeah,
think he pulls it off of him.
yeah, yeah, pulls it off and becomes like a part of him, and then he
Yep.
can shut him down because of that. I like that.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
that was great.
it became like a device found or something like that. It
Yeah,
was
yeah, like a Bluetooth device connected to Doc Ock.
it was just like bang, shut him down, and then so yeah, we got Green Goblin ran away, and we got Doctor Octopus, and then who was next? Was
Next was
Electro
Electro
and
and
Sandman?
Sandman. Yeah,
Yeah,
the fight in the woods.
yeah.
I also want to say how they gave him the new suit.
Uh,
This trilogy, I have loved how they've given him the new suit.
Yeah, this suit was like the only one that I felt like a bit, because I felt like they built it up and you just see it. It's just like his suit inside out because it's got green on it.
Yeah, I don't think they built it up. I think we built it up as a fan base.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a pop vinyl of it and everything. You know, like it's
Yeah,
just
I thought it looked great. Like you could literally see the wiring, so it's like the webbing was basically just wiring.
yeah,
I thought, and it was even kind of sticking out of his costume. Like it
yeah.
wasn't flush with it. I thought it looked amazing.
There you go. I thought it was just something, you know.
Yeah, and he only had it for what, like a couple scenes. It wasn't a whole lot of the
No,
movie.
it wasn't long enough to be like fully annoyed by it either. So
No, no. And if that's still nitpicky. If you don't like it, that's fine. But
yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
There's nothing to hate about it.
No, definitely, definitely.
At least it goes with the story.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, exactly, exactly. But
They never really explained Electro. They kind of like made fun of the fact that he just looks different.
yeah, yeah, they were just like it looked different and it's funny. Let's go. Let's roll with it. I
Yeah,
look
yeah,
better though, don't you think? You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
that was like a good move. And then Lizard came. We got Lizard. Lizard was already in the.
Yeah,
Was he
Lizard
like the
was
first
already
one?
caught.
He was already caught. Doctor Strange caught him. Hey,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
So we have all of them, and then he goes and finds May, and Green Goblin is just sitting there eating donuts with May,
Yeah.
and looking like a homeless Willem Dafoe, stealing donuts.
It was great though. That was a great scene, you know, and then when he got them back, that fucking I was in a sold out theater where I've never been in a like well, it's been a long time, I should say, especially with how the world's been since I've been in a cinema that packed, you know.
Yep.
And there was that, you know, they were trying to work. Peter was saying he's got to work out a cure for everyone, and then Green Goblin was like, maybe I could help. You know, I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. You know, like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
my whole cinema just fucking lost their shit. Hey, I was like,
Same. Yeah, there was a lot of like big roars from the crowd. The crowd
yeah,
made this movie even
yeah,
better.
definitely,
But we haven't
definitely.
even gotten to the big roars yet. Like
No, like
that
that
was
was
probably
probably
the
like,
first one, maybe.
yeah, yeah. There was a couple, maybe a couple before that. That was like maybe like the first like big one, you know.
I guess one
But,
thing I'll say before we keep going, up until this point, the movie was like legitimately hilarious, which doesn't
yeah,
surprise me at all because John Watts, that's what I said about the other two movies, specifically the second one. It is literally a comedy with Spider-Man in
yeah,
it. He is such a good comedy director.
yeah. It's great. And then yeah, it definitely took a fucking mad tonal shift when fucking Aunt May died, and I wasn't fucking expecting that at all. Like, and it fucking, I wasn't expecting it to hit me so hard either. You know, like I was fucking crying in the cinemas, like sitting there, tears rolling down.
Yeah,
And I
that was
was
the
just,
first time this movie I teared up. I didn't cry ever in this movie, but I teared up probably 4 or 5 times. Legitimately, like
so
this
many.
close.
I was crying so many times, like tears of happiness and
Yep.
tears like sad, and like this was the only time I like cried tears of sadness. But like there was literally other times we'll get into. But yeah, this
Yeah, that
uh,
shit, like right before she dies, she
that
says
fight,
the with
that fight
great.
with Green Goblin,
Oh
uh,
yeah, the fight was
dude, that
great.
fucking Spider-Man punching the fuck out of him, and he's just laughing in his face. I was just that was like.
Like Joker.
Yeah. That was great though. It was fucking great. It was
Yeah, it was creepy.
I
But
love
right,
that whole scene in the apartment was great too. With Electro freaking out about the thing, you know, fully charging and taking his powers away, and it's last minute taking it off and fuck this shit and blast Doctor Octopus out the window.
yeah, it was pretty cool how they were all in the same room, like basically working together until Peter could like feel something was wrong. He was just
Yeah,
stopped and he was like, "What
yeah,
is going on?"
yeah. It was Green Goblin. And I love when he gets in that voice. Hey, I fucking love that voice he does. Hey, that
Spider-Man.
Will, yeah,
Just so creepy and disgusting, and he does it perfect.
Oh, it's amazing.
But
Amazing.
right before May died, she said, with great power comes great responsibility," or some variation of it. I don't
She
remember.
said it. I think she said it the most accurately. It's been with great power must also come great responsibility.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And at that point, Lisa, I saw with my wife, she cried. She was
yeah,
actually crying just because of how
yeah,
much that quote, like she was talking about how it just reminds her of the first movie with Uncle Ben so much. And
yeah,
yeah, that was rough.
yeah. And then I suppose we can get into some of the fun bits, like because straight after this, fucking MJ and Ned talking, like trying to find Peter and stuff, and Ned's just chilling there with the ring that he
Yeah,
got
the
from Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
Strange ring, and
Oh,
he's
that's
like,
one thing we didn't even talk about really quick. I just want to segue back before we get into that. The Doctor Strange fight in the fucking mirror dimension. How
"Oh
Spider
yeah,
how Spider-Man used fucking math to beat magic. I fucking loved that. That
oh
was
yeah, that
amazing.
was fucking great." Is Peter Parker at his peak right there? Like just
Yeah,
thinking, he's smart, he's
yeah.
witty. I fucking
It
love Tom
was
Holland in the
it yeah.
writing.
It was great. Yeah, and just left him in the fucking mirror dimension, has his fucking sling ring, and so Ned is sitting there and he's saying, "I wish I could see Spider-Man," something like that, and there's a little fucking little
Like a
spark, and
spark.
he's like, "What is that? What?"
Like Peter Parker, and then he starts doing the thing. As soon as it opens and you see the big wide eyes, I thought immediately that it was Andrew Garfield because,
Yeah,
and then he
same.
like jumps through. I was like, "Fucking Andrew Garfield!" And then like the
The whole
whole theater
fucking
started
lost it.
clapping.
Yeah. I was cheering, saying then when he took off his mask, and then like again, fucking everyone losing it.
Yeah, I
That
couldn't
was
even
such a
hear like the first few lines he said.
same. Yeah, I was like, what is he saying? It doesn't matter.
No,
I was just like, yeah, it's so fucking. And then they're like making him prove that he's Spider-Man. He just jumps up and holds on to the ceiling, and they're like want him to crawl around on it. And then
yeah,
the part was hilarious, like when he crawled into the corner and got rid of the
and he was
web.
like,
That was I
and
was
then he did it again.
dying.
He was like, I wonder if there's other ones. And he did it again, and it was like
Yeah,
you see, it was Tobey Maguire this time, and not like in a Spider-Man suit.
yeah, yeah,
I was like, "Oh
yeah.
my god!"
That was
So like
great.
I started tearing up with Andrew Garfield and
Uh,
Tobey Maguire.
Same, same. I just couldn't believe. I loved that. I suppose it happens a little bit later, but you didn't come in the Spider-Man suit, and I was like, wondering if we're gonna see it. And there's the part where they're gonna go and uh, near the end, and Andrew's asking him if he's got his suit or if he's just gonna be dressing like a what is it, a retired pope or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember
And
what
he's
he
like
calls him.
reveals underneath that he's been wearing his suit the whole time, and it's like fuck yes.
Yeah,
But so yeah, they all go meet up with fucking Tom Holland, and they find him because yeah, they had a thing where one of the Spider-Man was saying that they have a place where they always go,
yep,
like and uh Toby's was it the Chrysler Building or something,
yeah.
and
And the
then
other one
fucking
said it was the Empire State Building.
yeah,
And he was
Empire
like, "It's a
State because
better
it has a better
view."
view.
Yeah,
And so they found the place, and that wasn't a fucking really emotional scene. It was a bit of a roller coaster because we went from that crazy emotional shit with
Aunt
May to
May.
some like holy fuck they're here, they're actually here. We knew they were gonna be here,
Yep. And
and
then back to seeing Tom
like
Holland just like melt into the roof of this
yeah,
building. Like he's like, "We just need to end it. I gotta send you all back because I can't handle this." And I wish I would have just sent them back in the first place. And they
yeah,
were like, "No, we can do it." Basically, like
yeah,
they had a
and he
lot of
was
great like Spider-Man lines in there that they said to each
uh
other that they've all heard from other people.
yeah,
That
and
was a
like they were
great.
just sharing their grief as well and their losses. And like Andrew Garfield, like I was never the biggest fan of the Amazing Spider-Man movies, but fucking he was amazing. Like literally fucking top of his game in this movie. Like
Yep.
he's when he got emotional in this movie, fucking I did too. Like I never felt like that
much
emotion from his Spider-Man movies, you know, like
yeah, it's because they had shitty directors.
Yeah, but this one, yeah, his was like knocked it out of the park. Eh?
He
It was
really
fucking,
did. Because
it was
him,
great.
I just recently watched all of them, literally
Yeah,
all 7, however, it's 8, and him as Spider-Man probably is my favorite, but his movies are terrible.
yeah.
It's like it's
It's
hard to
great in
even
this
get
one
into them because the
for
movies
sure.
just sucks.
Yeah, but then we go into some Spider-Man Science Bros stuff, and I fucking loved that whole scene. Was so much fun. So many fucking good jokes in there. Fucking with Ned asking Toby if he has a best friend, you know,
He
like a
was
man
like,
in the
"Yeah,
chance asking.
yeah, he died in my arms after he tried to kill me,"
Yeah.
and that's like,
That fucking killed me. That was so good. And then they're all talking about how Toby has the organic webs. You know, that part had me dying as well.
yeah, on the like scaffolding. They talked about it a while. They really had like a really drawn out, just Spider-Man talking to Spider-Man moment.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah,
believe they like took the time to leave that in the movie. Like that's a
that was
really
great.
important moment
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes the characters like really mesh together well for the
yeah,
rest of the movie. So I'm really happy they
definitely.
did that.
And when they were like, they couldn't really work as a team, and the other two were saying they've never worked in a team before, but Tom Holland was like, I've worked in a team, so he's sort of like sort of taking charge. And I loved the Peter 1, Peter 2, Peter 3, and fucking
Yeah.
Andrew. Like, I thought I was Peter 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
That fucking had me dying as well. Oh shit. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah. Then basically all the bad guys come.
yeah, all the bad
And
guys.
they're just getting them. They have to each like put their device in them that will make them go back to humans and not
Yeah.
terrible, so they can send them back and into their regular dimensions.
It
And
was so
all of the ways they did it, like for each one, was really good. I thought Electro
oh
was
yeah.
just gonna fuck them all.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so much fun, hey. Like that whole fucking scene, like the whole movie was so fun, but like just that fucking last scene was fucking great as well, you know. It was just so fun to look at, so much going on as well with all the different villains. And the fucking, we haven't even talked about the MJ scene with when she falls and fucking Tom Holland's going after her, and then Green Goblin fucking gets her, and then fucking Andrew's like, no, fuck this shit, and fucking grabs
Oh,
her.
dude, that
Like
was
my
another
whole
one I teared up.
that yeah, same. The whole cinema just fucking erupted again with that one too. I was
Yeah,
just
he like caught her and immediately started like crying. And I'm like,
yeah,
oh
like
my
it got me. That's what I
god.
mean. Like every time he cried, I cried too. Like I just fucking his emotion was just so fucking there and real. You know, it was and yeah, he was like asked her if he's you okay, and then and it was like, are you okay? Like no, that like, and I was just like, no, fucking hell.
Yeah, we were after this. I would love to see a continuation of both or either franchise in their own universe with a
Yes.
new director and like some excitement.
Yeah.
Not necessarily with Raimi, because Raimi did his thing well, but Andrew Garfield's, man, talk about just like a dour, dark movie with no fun.
Yeah.
Except for when Spider-Man would be quippy. It was like
Yeah.
he was out of place in his own movie.
Yeah. Yeah. But and then Doctor Strange. Did you notice any of the characters? I was trying to squinting really hard, trying to fucking when it was opening up and shit. People were coming through in different multiverses. I don't know. I suppose we'll see on other
Yeah,
videos
on
when
like
it comes
other
out.
videos. So one I saw 100% for sure was Rhino.
Really?
Yep,
Mm.
100%. And then there's a guy standing next to him that had like a staff, like a
Yeah, I saw
really,
that stuff
and
too.
I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, I didn't know who that
That's
was.
it.
Yeah,
Those are the only
stuffing
two
the
where I
guy.
was like, okay, I can see people.
Yeah. Mm.
Because it was
Mm.
going so quick, I couldn't
It
really
was.
tell
Yeah. Yeah.
who was who, but I'm sure we're gonna get like a full thing on YouTube here in the next like 48 hours.
And then that whole scene as well with fucking Tom Holland Spider-Man beating up Green Goblin was fucking emotional as fuck as well.
Oh
That
man,
was
he was gonna kill him. He like
yeah,
put the board up, and I'm like, oh my god.
yeah.
And
That
then
was
right when Toby stopped him, I was like, he's gonna get stabbed in the back now. Like
yeah.
he's
He
got
gets
his back to him. Like, and you just knew it, and it wasn't
that's
bad that
a
you knew it, but it's like,
that's another thing.
dude,
Like
pay attention.
that's another thing we forgot to talk about was in the little quippy stuff with before the fight with all the Spider-Man talking. Toby like stretching his back out and
Yeah.
that made me die. Oh, that's another part where the whole fucking cinema just went crazy. So good, so good.
Yeah, it really was. And
And
then
ended with another sad part where fucking the only way to end it all was fucking for everyone to forget Peter Parker.
yeah, damn. This movie was a fucking ups and downs like
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, it was fucking that ending was really emotional for sure. And
If
then when
just the
went back,
ending, the
oh
goodbye was
yeah,
terrible.
oh
Like
yeah,
not terrible, but sad. Like I was dying inside.
yeah, same.
And then it happened. It was like, man, it happened. Then we have to fucking go see him, talk to him.
Yeah.
This is torture.
That was fucked. Yeah, that was really sad. I was just like,
Damn.
God damn. And I suppose we can get into post-credit scenes now. First one was the Venom coming in, and he was chilling at the bar, right? Fucking getting up a fucking big bar tab and just freaking out about all the heroes in this universe and learning about it all. And then just as the bar owner's telling him to pay for it, he gets fucking what do they call? What are they gonna call that? I don't know.
He gets sent back to his
Back,
universe with
yeah, just
along
send
with like all Electro and everyone
yeah,
else.
yeah, yeah. And yeah, so he's just been chilling there the whole time without anyone knowing. That's pretty fun.
Yep.
And he left a little bit of venom on the bar, so we've got some.
Yeah.
I like that better, honestly.
Yes, I was so fucking excited
I
because
was.
I don't love Tom Hardy as Venom.
I don't either. Especially like just watching that one scene there. I was like, he looks like a crackhead at the bar. Like crack it out, you know.
Yeah, so now they can they have Venom in the universe and they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Clean fucking
has to go to
slate, and
Peter.
Venom universe can do whatever they want.
Yeah, exactly.
Like such a good way to do it too. And there's still like a little tie in there. So there could still be some crossover for like Sony to bring Spider-Man in or whatever. It doesn't matter. But any way they do it, like I'm just so happy that there's even potential for a recasting.
Yeah, fucking A. Fucking A. I hope it goes to Peter Parker first as well. Like the symbiote. Anyway.
Yeah,
and then
the second, right? I mean, it doesn't have to, but
the second post-credit scene was more of a trailer. Just
yeah,
like
it was just a trailer. I don't even really want to break that down. It was a trailer.
It was a good trailer though.
Yeah, it was, but I don't care. It was the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we going to break down every trailer before the movie too?
No.
I don't know why they put that there. It was weird.
Me neither. Yeah, like I was telling you, they did the same thing with Into the Spider-Verse with one of the Sony movies. I think it was Venom 1.
Yep. So what are your like overall thoughts on this movie compared to other Spider-Man movies and compared to like this trilogy and everything?
What can I say? It's like definitely the best fucking Spider-Man movie. Like it's right. I loved Into the Spider-Verse, and I think it's like next to Into the Spider-Verse to me, right? Like tied because I fucking love that movie like crazy still. But it was like it's just insane, you know. Like I seriously cried numerous occasions, like tears of joy and tears of sadness. It was just an emotional roller coaster. It was fucking so well done. It was crazy seeing the three Spider-Men together. You know, like I felt like we witnessed history. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we were alive. Like where were you when fucking what cinema did you go to?
So my thoughts, I'm not going to compare it to Into the Spider-Verse, leaving that out, but live action.
Yeah,
this is my favorite trilogy. I think
definitely.
the first and second Spider-Man of this, the home ones, are like two of my favorite MCU movies, and this one is too. They're like all three are definitely in my top 5 MCU movies. Like 100%, I can say that right now without even going through them. I should at some point, but all three of them as a trilogy, it's the best trilogy because the third Spider-Man movie of the original was fucking god awful. I just watched it to confirm. Yeah, oh my god, that Venom! Tom Hardy's Venom looks like 100 out of 10 compared to that Venom. Just throwing that out there. But it just was so great. It had the nostalgia of the other Spider-Man, even if you even count that with the newer Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield. But it just had like so many great moments, so many great highs and lows, like we said, like tear jerkers, so much comedy, so much action. Such a great simple story. Like it didn't expand out to where we got 1,000 heroes. We got a lot of spider heroes, but we didn't have to see the whole Avengers team show up. Like it still was contained, you know. I loved it so much. I don't know where I'd put it in the Spider-Man trilogy yet, because I love Far From Home so much. Like this movie doesn't happen without Mysterio. So Mysterio literally spiked 2 movies.
That's what I was going to say, that these movies, like this trilogy, the movies have just gotten better and better and better. You know, like fucking, what was the first one called? Homecoming. Yeah, it was fucking, Homecoming was amazing. And then Far From Home was like fucking like better than that, like somehow. And then this, for me at least, it's gotten fucking better than that as well, because it's just like pulled out all the fucking, all the stops, you know. And it's like this movie couldn't have happened without all the different variations of Spider-Man that we've had over the years, you know, and like everything that it's taken us to get to this point in fucking Spider-Man cinematic mythos, you know, like it was just great to bring it all together. It was insane, and I really cannot wait to see what they're going to do with the next 3 movies that Tom Holland signed on for. You know, like
so 2 quick things that aren't even, they were in the movie but barely. Jamie Foxx brings up Black Spider-Man.
Yes,
like, there's got to be a Black Spider-Man. I thought you from Queens, like you're saving a lot of black people. Is like, well, maybe we'll get Miles, but we didn't. We didn't get Miles in this one, which is probably good. But if we just would have got a glimpse, like if some spider people started coming through and then got pushed back, that would have been pretty cool too. I was kind of thinking that was going to happen when Rhino started to walk out. Like a couple of the bad guys like walked out, fully took a step into the universe. And I was like, oh fuck, we're going to get spider people too. And then another one is we got Charlie Cox as Daredevil.
Oh yeah,
for like half a scene, and I was like, "Fucking Charlie!"
And my cinema went crazy for that as well. I can't believe we even forgot to bring that up. That was great.
That was the first cheer. That was the first cheer. I think I said earlier that was the first fucking cheer. Everyone was like, "Yeah!"
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up, because it would have been terrible if we left that out of the whole video.
Yeah, it was just so good. I don't really rate movies. It was fucking amazing. That's what it was.
It was.
But
go and see it.
Yeah, go see it and tell us what you thought. Your favorite parts, any parts you thought you didn't like in the comments. Like, comment section is poison. If you're this far already, you are already spoiled. But go down there, chat with people. Like I'm for sure gonna be checking this fucking comment section and replying to people.
Even if we just feel like, how awesome was this part? Yes, this part was awesome. Yes, this part was awesome.
Or tell us a part we left out, because I'm sure we left out at least a few like minor moments, maybe even like half a scene, but there was so much to talk about. Like we're a half hour in, and
yeah, it was great. I'm definitely gonna see it again. You got tickets to see it tomorrow?
No, because I've got to work now.
Oh dang.
But that's okay. I need to sit on it. Sometimes it's better not to see movies back to back to back to back. You'll wear it out.
Yeah.
But damn, this felt like seeing The Dark Knight again in theaters on opening night for me.
Oh yeah.
And like as a movie, because Endgame gave some amazing moments. So just comparing like big moments, I felt like we got big moments throughout the whole fucking movie. It would be like a scene or two, huge moment, scene or two, huge moment. And then like sometimes we got 2 or 3 in the same scene. In Endgame, it was like kind of all at the end. Even though I love the time travel stuff, like I loved it, but it definitely was bunched up.
Yeah, fucking yeah, I love it. I'm gonna be talking about this movie for a long time to come, I'm sure. And I think everyone's gonna be talking about this movie for a long time to come, I'm sure. I can't wait to see the memes to come from it.
I can't wait to see what people think. Like maybe some people didn't like it. Maybe people thought the nostalgia was like too overbearing, whatever. I just want to know what anyone thought.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments.
Yep.
Down there.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself. 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 You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.